Stongo. At this time, we're going to do a review of what was taught last night. But this time, we're going to teach just a little bit unorthodox. It's going to go backwards. We're going to start with the last sentence that they created last night. Okay, just right here. The last sentence that they created last night it states, Malutalani thaki nogusi listimahi ohogidos. Moen chufi hutki hoin taskidos. And the way that translates is it says that the green the turtle, the big green turtle, is crawling toward the black tall bear, and the white rabbit is jumping high. But here's what I want to do at this very particular time. I'm going to begin to take away from some sentences, and we're going to kind of start narrowing it down back to the original statement that we began with in order before they started rebuilding the sentence last night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take hoeing out. And so that this time we get Malu Jalani, Thaki Nogusi Lestimahi, Ahogidos, Moen Sufi, Hutki, Taskidos. And before we took that word hoeing out, the sentence was stating about it was describing the rabbit's jumping as it was jumping high. But now it's just saying, and the rabbit jumps. It's not saying if it's jumping high or if it's jumping low. But if you wanted to say that the rabbit was jumping, then you put that word in hoeing. It's got to have that long E sound, hoeing, with an end on the end of it. And that's to give the description to how it's jumping. But now that we've taken it out, and we see on that last statement, it's Moen Chofi Hatki Taskidos. And so what we had done last night was that we had put in that adverb to describe the action again. And that was to come up with that very last statement. Now I'm going to go backwards again. I'm going to take out Hutki. Now this time the sentence reads, Malu Jalani, Fakinogusi, Lustimahi, Ohogidos, Moen, Sofi, Taskidos. And that is translating to the big green turtle is crawling toward the tall black bear, and the rabbit is jumping. But this time we're not describing the color of the rabbit. Before I took that word out, we were describing what color it was, and we put the word hutki in. So I'm describing it this way. It's kind of unorthodox, but this is to help people to get a better understanding of building a sentence. So we got Moen Chofi Taskidos. Now I'm going to take this out. Now we have mowing sulfidos at the end. Mowing sulfidos at the end. And before we put those other words in, this is the statement that we started with. Mowing sulfidos. And that one's just saying, and it is a rabbit. That's what that's saying. And it is a rabbit. And see, from that statement, you can add to it. You can add what kind of rabbit, the color of the rabbit, things like that. And that's what they did last night. They added in the color of the rabbit by putting in hutki. And then they put in a verb after that, which was toski. Toski. And then they put in a word that would describe the action of the rabbit, and that was hoeing, and that was to tell how high, or that the rabbit was jumping high. So you can see the evolution of that sentence right there. Mowing sulfidos. Mowing sulfidos. Now let's go to the sentence before it. We got Lujalani, Saki, Noguzi, Lusty Mahi, Ohogidos, 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 Ohogidos. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to describe the evolution of this sentence right here. Okay. So I'm going to backspace it. I'm going to take out mahi. I believe they had noguzi lusty before they had mahi in there. And the statement was malutalani taki noguzi lusty ohogidos, ohogidos. And this time it's just saying that big green turtle is crawling toward the black bear, the black bear. That's what that's saying. Now we're going to take out the word lusty. We're going to take out the word lusty. We got malutalani thaki noguzi ohogidos, ohogidos. And this time it's saying that big green turtle is crawling toward the bear. Is crawling toward the bear. You can see how we were getting the evolution here by adding words and stuff like that to make more of a bigger sentences. Noguzi ohogidos. And that's saying that big green turtle was crawling or crawled toward the bear. Now I'm going to take out the word I'm going to take out the word noguzi and O here. This time we got malujalani thaki hogidos. Hogidos. It's still a statement here. And it's saying that big green turtle is crawling. Is crawling. That big green turtle is crawling. That's what that's saying. Now we're going to back up. I'm going to take out thaki. This time that statement says malujalani hogidos. Malujalani hogidos. Hogidos. And that's saying that green turtle is crawling. There's one I forgot to take out, but I'm going to take this ma out. And this one says, Lo Jalani Ho Gidos. It can translate to a green turtle is crawling. Now, when you put mud in there, you're saying that. That's what you're putting. That's what you're saying. Now, I took out the word hoagie. Hoagie. And I'm going to take out this other statement too while I'm at it. We've narrowed it down to the to 3 words. Lo Jalani Dos. It's saying that it is a green turtle. That's what you're saying. It is a green turtle. Now we get back to the very beginning statement that the students came up with. We got Lo Jados. Lo Jados. And through that illustration, I hope that you can see that what we had done is we began to add on to the sentences in order to get, maybe a small, complete story, something of that nature. But the point of this lesson is that you can add to Lo Jados. You can start out with a small statement like that, with Lo Jados, and then and that just opens up to some more words that you can put into it. You can say what type of turtle. You can say what is the turtle doing. You can describe its action, things of that nature, or you can say something like Loja Ayados, the turtle is going. You can tell the direction where the turtle is going. So much more can happen just from that statement of Lo Jados right there. And so now I'm going to go further up. And this is from last night's lesson. And as you can see, we got Manoguzi, Lastimahi, Thaki, Chibaki, Lawi, Iwangitos. Iwangitos is describing, saying that black, tall, big bear is mad, hungry, and thirsty. That's what that's saying. Is mad, hungry, and thirsty. But whether you know it or not, it started out with just these 2 words, Noguzi and Dos. Noguzi and Dos. Noguzi and Dos. And I'm going to try my best to describe the evolution of that sentence and how it got to this right here, but I'm going to go backwards with it. I'm going to go backwards with it, and I believe that after we put a Wangidos, we put Lawi in there. So I'm going to take this out right here. No, wait a minute. We took a Wangidos out first. Excuse me. This time it's saying, Manoguzi, Lastimahi, Thaki, Shabaki, Iwangitos, Iwangitos, Iwangitos. And so the students want to add some more in there, describing the bear and how it was feeling. So they wanted to put Lawi in there to say that it was also hungry. And then before they put Iwangitos in there, they had Chibaki. So I'm going to take Chibaki out. I mean, Iwangi out. So that's saying, Ma noguzi lastimahi thaki chibakitos. It's saying that black and tall and big bear is mad. Is mad. That's what that's saying. These out. Before they had the word Chibaki in there, they ended it at Thakidos. Thakidos. And that's saying that black and tall bear is big. That black and tall bear is big. Okay, Miss Amber, you have a question?
Yes, I'm sorry. My internet's a little bit unstable because I'm out of the country. So if you can't hear me, please let me know. So I have a question about sentence structure. So
Okay.
so I get the noun and then the adjective, but I don't know which adjective comes first, like color versus like tall, and then it seems like there's a verb and then adverb. So is there a sentence structure? Is that correct? That it's the noun and then a verb and then, or an adjective?
And yeah, there is, and there's adjectives, and there is adverbs, and the way that we describe adverbs, like if I saying like if the bear's running fast, I would say it as noguzi bofnin litgidos. Both neen, it has to be pronounced with a long E sound, and there has to be an N on the end of it. And that makes it an adverb. Both neen. And that's describing the action. Just like I said a while ago, let me type this in. I'll go down here, I'm gonna type this in down here. If I say chufi hoin with that long E sound, hoin, taskidos, that means that the rabbit is jumping high. Am I making sense here?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the way it was described to me, let's say I took this out. I'm just using this as an example. And I pronounce it with the shorty sound, shofi hoen, just hoen, not hoen, hoen, taskidos. Then that becomes an adjective, and it's describing the rabbit. Hoen, it can just means high. And so it's saying like high rabbit. High rabbit is jumping. Now, am I making myself clear?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think one of the things that I think I'm confused on is, so nogozi lushti, Like when we're talking about the bear is black, and then there's another adjective, how do we know which adjective goes first?
Well, this
Is that
one,
just practice?
yeah.
So like color, does color always come before how big?
It don't have to. It don't have to. And
Okay.
we understand it don't have to.
Okay. So you can put adjectives in any adjective that you're describing of the noun. You can list it however you can say the big black bear.
Black bear. You can say it like that. We're tall, big black bear, but it's kind of meaning the same right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Meadow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we was on this sentence right here. Oh, way back. Stockidos. But I'm going backwards in it just to kind of give you an understanding of more of an overview picture of what happened last night when the students begin to see where that they can go from one statement like "Nogos y dos" and they can expand and build on it. Right now, I really don't care if you make sense with the sentences. The purpose of it is just to try to get you to add on to a small statement, like "Nogos y dos" or "Gotcha dos." And there's so many things that you can do with that. And then later on, you can start concentrating on making sense, when you're conversating or making sentences. But I stopped right here, I believe. Stockidos. Stockidos. And I believe we went and we took the thaki out right here. Thaki out right here. And that becomes now that tall black bear. That's what that's saying, the tall black bear. And then from there, the next word that we took out was the word mahi. Mahi. Wait a minute, I forgot. We took out another word before then. We took out this ma right here. And that becomes Nogozi Elastimaidos, like the saying, a black bear is tall. A black bear is tall. And then before that, we took out the word mahi. Took out the word mahi right here. And became Nogozi Lustidos. Lustidos. And how we got the word lusty in there, the teacher had asked, what type of bear is it? And they put a word in there that described the color of the bear, which is lusty. Lusty. Nogozi Lustidos. The little translation is this. And as you can see in the Mvskoke language, it's kind of reversed, different from English. It's got saying it is, at the end of it, and that's represented by dos. Dos. No gozi lusty dos. Lusty dos. Bare black it is. And then it came down to this sentence right here. This statement. No gozi dos. No gozi dos. So the objective of this lesson is to, once again, is to get you to understand is that you can add to this. No gozi dos. You can put your own words in there to try to make sense and to try to build a sentence from. You have any questions so far, Miss Amber?
No, Mahia, no.
Okay. How about let's try to build our own sentence from this. Do you have a noun in mind? Something you want to start with?
It's
What
the
happened to-
flaco.
Oh, okay. It's the flaco. Okay, we'll start with that. There you go. It can be a big man or it can be an agent. You want to use the word dos at the end? Dos. Okay, we'll do that. So we got istifakodos. Istifakodos. It can be an honored man or and also you want to put a color in, what color he is or anything, or
I can't remember my colors right now, and I left my dictionary at home.
we got Jotty, we got Lusty, we got Hutke, we got Lonnie. Oak Lonnie is brown. Lonnie can be yellow and also can represent green or
Oklani.
okay, Oak Lonnie. Okay. Oak Lonnie dos. Saying this is the way I'm reading them, brown giant man or big brown man or big brown person. But you're doing good. You're doing very good. You want to put an action in there? Working
Is
or
dancing.
okay, that's good. We can do that. You know the word for that?
I I know it, I just can't remember it. I'm about to get my phone because I have the app, so
Okay.
give me a second. Can we use stomp dance, sayagida? Sayagida?
So you get a, well, we can use Bonnie those, you know,
Okay.
kind of being referenced the same thing. Bonnie, Bonnie.
Oh, yes.
Okay, what else could we add to that? Can we describe how they're dancing? They're dancing fast or dancing slow or
Slow.
okay. Can you look up the word for me?
I'm not sure if it's on the app. I'll look.
Okay, okay, but I'll type it in.
Okay. Oh. Halalaki.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. That's good. That is really good. Okay, let's go into another statement outside of that. I'm going to start with the word and, mowing, mowing, maybe describing something else. I'll type that first. We got mowing on that means and. How you doing, Mr. Bernard? What else could we add to that?
How about moment, uh, Hatusi, Hatusi, so you say the woman, the beautiful woman. So
Oh, Heath, okay.
Hatusi.
Mvskoke.
Yeah.
The Heath, Heath. You already described the woman, so you're kind of, you went ahead a little bit, but
Oh,
that's
I
all right. That's really good. That's good. That's good. What could you add to that? What is she doing? Is she looking? Is she dancing too, or
Eating,
what was that again, ma'am?
eating,
Eating. Okay. All right. We're gonna put. Okay. Well, tell me the word for it.
Hombus or hombada, hombada.
There you go. That's good. You're doing pretty good. Hombre.
Hombi.
Bomberos. Bomberos. Oh, okay. Now you can add some more to that. Bomberos. And so I'm going to type in the meaning. Okay. Man, you've already progressed pretty good. You're saying that the beautiful woman is eating. That's pretty good. But as you can see that we went from what? We went from istithakodos or istithakodos, and how you begin to expand on that. And you've already begun to slowly build your own sentences, and that's really good right there. And that's kind of what we want right there, is for people to start building their own sentence. And remember, you're not always going to make sense, especially when you first start learning. You know, I didn't make a lot of sense when I really first started learning, but I was trying. You see what I mean? Okay, we can describe, what is she eating?
Saki.
Softki, okay. That's good. That's good. That is really good. That is really good. What else can we say to that?
So a beautiful woman is eating hot softy.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I don't know the word for hot.
Hey, hey. Sharon, how would you describe hot sauce? Hey, hey,
Yeah,
okay,
soft, baby.
yeah.
Is
So
it
we're gonna,
usually cold?
excuse me, what was that again, ma'am?
Is it usually cold?
Mm,
I've only had it cold.
okay. I think that most of the Muskogees like it hot.
That's what I thought. I must get it when it's been sitting for a while.
Yep. So, okay, we're gonna add in. All right, that's good. That's really good. You're doing good. Let me ask you this, is this class benefiting you, ma'am?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Well, I hope that it is. I really do. Type this. We can also put in there, is a woman small, big, or uh, uh, whatever words you want to use.
Can we say hungry? The hungry, beautiful woman?
Oh, yes. Okay. That's right. We can do that. That's good. You want to tell me the word for it? Can you pull it up?
Yes, I'll look it up. Jeloise? Or is that I am hungry?
Let's say it. If you're saying Taloise, I am hungry. Taloise. That is really good, Miss Amber. You're doing a very good job.
Hello.
And see how you went from istifakodos, and you begin to slowly add to that. You begin to go into, you made 2 sentences. And so I think that's an evolution right there. And becoming a Mvskoke speaker. So you did really good.
I'm gonna tell all my friends.
Really, that's good. You don't mind me asking where you from? You said you're in another country.
Oh, I'm currently in Mexico, but I actually live in Oregon.
Oh, okay.
But my family lives in Beggs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're online with us today.
I'm happy to be here too.
Let me write that. So are you Muskogee too, ma'am? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, okay. Well, that is good. And you're helping to preserve this language from dying. And I want to thank you for your effort and what you're doing right here. So you created 2 sentences today. And like I said, that's an evolution right there. And so I want you to keep going with the language. And I want a lot more people like you to be interested in helping to preserve this language. You know, we're going to save it. It's not going to die. And so, well, ma'am, I don't think we really have time for another sentence structure, so I'm going to end it right here. And I want to thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you. Chief Cadiz.
See, he's out, his ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am. Do I hit stop share, Miss?
You can,
Okay.
and then end in the bottom right hand corner. Just click the screen again. End bottom right